Welcome back to another Pancho Things. Switching gears. With the waterfowl hunting season approaching, we're going to talk about a few things that I just got in the mail and I can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to do another video separate from this one for the review of everything that I used last year. It was my first waterfowl hunting season, so not expert, but I can do my honest review on all the gear that I acquire. So that being said, I'm going to show you what I got for this year. So let's get started. The first thing is we got some Avian X blue wing teal, and I'm gonna show you. There it is. These things look awesome. They're phenomenal. Really nice detail job. They're really hard, sturdy. The keel is slightly different than the keel that came with the green head gear. This one is kind of round, but it got the same components. You got your latches to put your weights on. Really nice paint job for what I see, and logically the size resembles more of a blue wing teal. Let's see what else is in the box. We got the hand and the drake. And there's a couple of different positions in the head, I think, within this box. There we have them. Really cool. So these are going to be added to my green head gear. Jesus, I can speak for my life. This will be added to my green head gear mallards that I had last year. I had a dozen, and we're gonna add a dozen blue wing teal. But also, we are going to add Avian X as well. The reason why I went with Avian X this time around is just to try something different, see the difference in between one brand or another one. So let's take a look. Let's take a look on a mallard, Avian X mallard. It's a full-size Decoys. Wow, really nice paint job. These guys look great. Sturdy. Keel is the same format of the keel on the blue wing teal. Little curls back there. So that's the drake. Let's see if we can find here the hand. There we go. So now, guys, I don't get paid for any of these brands to show you what I'm getting. This is just what I could, one, afford, and two, what I could find online with this whole craziness going on. I ordered this, can't remember where, and it took quite a minute to get to me due to the whole situation that we're going into with the whole pandemic situation. But here are drake and hen. Difference in between the Avian X versus my green head gear that I got last year is that the Harvest Pack, which is what I got last year, have different head positions, and these ones I don't think they do. I think that these are only, they're all on cruising position, not feeding or anything like that. So let's get this out of the way so we can take a look at the difference in between the Drake Mallard from Green Headgear and Drake Mallard from Avian X. Notice a couple of differences when it comes to the paint job. Up close, the colors seems to be a little bit more detailed on the Green Headgear. Seems to be a little bit more detailed, but the saturation of the colors on the Avian X is superb. You get a little bit more detail on colors on the top feathers here versus none there. Now this already has a season on it and quite a few hunts with these guys, and they're kind of dirty. I'm actually going through the bag right now to get them out and show you guys. I have to realize that I have to do some cleaning. There's a lot of mud stuck into these guys. But yeah, that's the mallards. That's how they look. Green Headgear, Avian X. As for the size, they look quite similar. The way that the curls are set up is quite similar. Paint job, more saturation for what I can see on the Avian X, but more paint detail on the Green Headgears. So that's something for me to take in consideration for my next purchases. So now I know. Let's go now up to with the hens. So yeah, once again, I don't know if you can see, but the color saturation on the Avian X is crazy. Those colors are jam-packed in there versus the colors on the Green Headgear. Now once again, these ones were put to the ringer last season. So, but once again, when it comes to the details, it seems to be that Green Headgear, at least for the hens, is less detail than the Avian X. But once again, when you pay close attention to the little tiny details, then Green Headgear takes it versus Avian X. Now, what makes Avian X nice is the color saturation. There we have it. So that is for Decoys. That's the only. No, that's not the only Decoys that I have this year. I got a couple other things. So also last year I was traveling a little bit. I do have, if you're new to the channel, you can go back and you can see I do have a mini Drake Mallard Mojo to give me some movement. Last year, actually, on the areas that I was hunting, there was zero wind. I think that one of the hunts there was a little bit of wind, just really early morning, and then it just died out. So movement on my spread, which by the way I just did the best that I could to try to set up a decent spread, still learning, so wasn't the greatest. So there was no movement whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure that that also had a lot to do and the reasoning behind why I didn't have that much approach of birds coming towards me. So this year I decided to add, besides the 12, the 6 teal, blue wing teal, and the 6 mallards versus on top of the dozen mallards that I have already from last year, I'm adding 2 Mojo Ripplers. And it gave me, for a couple of reasons, I can add a little bit of movement. We're gonna keep working with the same gear, and so far so good. The one thing that I did, and I'm gonna show you in a minute, is if you go back to my videos, you're gonna notice that there was, I think it was the last actual hunting pass that I had for the year. I got stuck in mud with my super ice cream truck. I got a little Metropolitan car. I have a Chevy Equinox and not designed whatsoever to get in muddy terrains or anything like that. And I had the misfortune to get stuck, and I actually ended up losing the entire hunt due to that. So this year I decided that I cannot buy a 4x4 vehicle, but I could do some improvements on this one, so if this would have happened, I wouldn't end up having to damage the vehicle or having to replace parts, which ended up happening last year. So if you wanna check that out, click above here and you will see what I'm talking about. They can pull me out without causing any damage to the car, so check it all out. So I just got a hitched receiver that I'm gonna install on the little Metropolis car. So let's stop talking about it. Let's get at it. Alright people, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for checking in. Dog hunting season is coming. Also, Dove is opening right now in September 1st. And yeah, we're going all in. This year I made a point that this year has been so horrible in so many aspects that I'm gonna make my hunting season count for sure. So we're gonna blow a lot of rounds and try to get as much birds as possible, but more importantly just go out there after being confined into 4 walls for a while. I'm gonna go out there and just enjoy the view and the fresh air. Stick around, the hunting season is gonna be off the hook this year, so like and subscribe. If you have any questions, suggestions, or any information you want to share, hit me up down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Pancho out.